Web3 TV.
Welcome back to the FOMO podcast. Bold ideas, fresh perspectives, and fearless drive. These are the qualities of our next guest. But before we introduce her, please do subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updated content from us. Today, we have a guest who is making waves in the Web3 world. She's proved that innovation isn't just about tech. It's about vision, leadership, and courage. Ladies and gentlemen, with my full energy right here, Miss Aya De Quiroz. Woo!
Thank you so much. What an intro. I feel like there's so much pressure now leading up to this, but I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
I am excited because actually this is our first time to meet each other.
Yes.
I've seen her in my my social media, but yeah, she's so pretty. She's so hot.
Oh my goodness. I told her I sent some Solana in her wallet. That's why she's saying that. A really honest feedback. No, but thank you.
Thank you for granting us this podcast. Aya, before discovering Web3, give us a picture of what were you doing before?
So I always say I work both in front and behind the camera. So I was a broadcast reporter, started in radio, did TV, and then next iteration of media, I would want to say the internet and Web3. But I was also, again, doing marketing. And that has led me to start my own venture, which is now Azintafy. And so, you know, I'm an entrepreneur now.
Okay.
It's still both sides. Hannah Montana, as they say, living those two lives. But
Yeah. So you worked as a courtside reporter. And how was the experience?
it was really fun. I've always found myself in like male-dominated industries, just sports, and then moving on to tech. But that was quite fun. I loved every bit of it.
You were doing it for how many years?
I want to say like 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I did a couple of seasons, and then I did the Southeast Asian Games, the SEA Games, which is the precursor to the Olympics. And I thought that was the pinnacle of where I was at. So.
I actually wanted to do that as well way back when I was in the Philippines, but I was an actress, but comedian one. So imagine I'm an impersonator as well. So
Dude, I did a few commercials back in the day. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go look for it, check my lore. But I did a few as well. One went viral. I think it's on the Ellen Show or something like that. Yeah,
I'm gonna check it out later.
should not. That was bullets.
Okay, what was Aya passionate about back then?
I've always been a storyteller. I know that sounds super cheesy and PR-y, but I feel like that is a common thread across all of the things that I've done in my entire career. Whether I'm in front or behind the camera, I just love storytelling. And that's just found different versions and different fonts through the years.
I also saw your social media that you were a dancer.
No.
No?
No, I do dancing just
For fun.
as an outlet.
Professionally?
Yeah, as an
Yeah,
outlet.
dude, you're a good dancer.
So, I was telling everybody, Krista's now going to do a TikTok dance in front of us. Exclusive for the first time ever in Web3 TV.
I'm gonna let her do the TikTok later.
She does the full
TikTok and everything.
We should do a collab.
Yeah, let's
Watch
do it.
out, everybody.
What inspired to enter the world of Web3?
The nerd in me really got into it, but I would want to say so funny. I've always been against crypto. I always thought it was a scam. There's nothing more sustainable to it until my grandpa was like, who's my dad? I call him Lolo Dad. Saw it in the papers. And he was like, we should do Bitcoin. We should do this and that. And I'm like,
What year was that then?
right before 2020.
Oh, okay.
So I've been in the space about like 5+ years now, really fully. And that's when he told me about it. He saw it in the papers. I'm like, if he's in his 80s, and if a guy in his 80s is telling me to get into crypto, surely there's something sustainable to it. And I got into it, but I did come into it a bit late. So the moment that I got into it, it had spiked before that. Remember in 2020, 21, there was a lot of things happening. And he told me, oh, you should have, I told you so. And I'm like, yeah.
How long have you been in the crypto space?
Fully, I would say like 5 years, really
5
to
years.
it. But just very much in the low key kind of space. Just trading and investing as well.
Are you into Bitcoins as well?
Yes.
Bitcoin.
Huge.
So the question is, how many Bitcoins do you have?
Oh no. Security. Security, Tui.
Well, imagine if Aya went out of this studio, people will just grab her. Oh, they said she got hundreds of bitcoins.
She
Yeah.
said she got some Lambo Bitcoin money.
Now, what made you think that Web3 space is for you?
I thought it was an emerging market. I'm driven, I'm delusional. I will, work my ass off. I felt like it was something that would pay me quite well. I always say no one really survives or let alone thrives in crypto if you're not a little kind of crazy. And so I felt like the personalities and the kind of drive that you need to thrive in Web3 was something that I could do. And I thought it more as a challenge more than anything. And next was, I'm going to be part of the people and the industry that will build the future. I know it sounds cheesy, but that's really what I thought. And it's in its infancy. And so I felt like, I can hop into this and really make a name for myself. And here I am, hopefully doing that.
Welcome to the crypto world. What challenges did you face in the early days of your crypto journey, and how did you overcome them?
No one really wants to work with you if no one knows you. Social proof is a very important thing, and I know this obviously as an entrepreneur in the marketing and PR space. A lot of these guys are great, really good builders, and I've experienced that myself. But if you're not a friend of a friend, if you've not been to this crazy party that everyone was at, suddenly you're discredited. So I honestly had to build, quote unquote, in the back end, for a while to let people understand, like, okay, sort of like respect me because they knew that I was in the game. So I thought that was the biggest struggle. But I guess that's for the same for almost any industry. I think it's just kind of worse or highlighted extra.
Are you into meme coins as well?
Yes, unfortunately, I am.
Yes. What's your biggest profit?
Oh. So anyway, more about you, Krista. How was your day? I mean,
What's going on? Well, maybe nobody asked her these questions, guys. Right? For sure.
yes.
Nobody yet.
And I think they do, but I'm just,
Trying to
to ask them how their day is. What's your favorite coffee? You Spanish latte about girl.
You shouldn't want to tell us her biggest wins. How about biggest losses?
Yeah, that one was. I'll just do that. You already know. No, a lot. Like.
Do you think crypto is a gamble? Would you say that?
I think anything in life is a gamble. No, I'm kidding. In what sense? Like blockchain in itself, I think blockchain is a great technology. It's sustainable. It's foolproof. Every nerd can back that up. But there are some things that are built on top of the blockchain that are unfortunately a bit more towards that kind of game. But I've met some incredible meme coin traders, really profitable ones that truly put analysis into it. I've sat down with one time and he taught me everything he knew for like an hour. And I thought, there's so much more to just that one and then just putting 10K into it. There is a level of analysis and a lot more respect, I feel like, in that kind of game that people don't give. So it's sort of in the middle, but I don't want to say it's a complete.
How about biggest meme coin that you have invested in? Just one.
Well, as I said, no free PR. If you'd like to have some PR, go to Azintafy.com and so do that. But a very known one. I want to say a known one. I really don't want to say who because they're also a client. Ended up being a client later on.
I understand.
But like a very known one, very recognizable one. An animal. That's all I'm gonna say. There's so many animals. It's like a full forest of like different animals. So I don't know which one, but one of them.
Okay, next. What's the biggest misconception people still have about Web3 or blockchain for you?
The biggest misconception is that it's hard. Right?
Yeah.
Crypto bros love to do that too. They're like, you got to do that. And I'm like, dude, it's just 1 + 1 = 2. But we love to overcomplicate it and make it sound like it's rocket science. But down to, the elementary level, it is in fact just elementary level stuff. That's one of the things that I'm trying to sort of slate out or clean out through Azintafy is to make sure that Web3 projects, amazing projects, are simplified, yet also still very interesting to the masses, to Web2, because it's really not all that, guys. It's really not that difficult. You just need to find the right resources and simplify it and make it your own. And it's super easy.
Because, it's hard to use some things that you don't really that much, you don't really understand, and it's, Well, do you think Web3 is living up to its promise of decentralization, or are we just rebuilding Web2 with a new label?
I want to ask you that question. Let me throw it back to you. Let's change it up.
I'm the host.
Right. Well, this has been hijacked to this show. You guys didn't know that. No, but tell me, what do you think about decentralization?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
of course, it's better than Web2, you know? It's transparency. You can see everything what's happening, right? How about you?
She's like, anyway. No, I agree. It is about transparency. And I do feel like right now we're not at that level where we claim it to be. We hype it up a lot, but I feel like we're barely there. But I do believe in the future it's going to be much more separate and different and on its own, has its own legs, in contrast to Web2.
Yes.
We're just not there yet, but we're getting there.
Yes.
We're on the way.
From the place that we are right now, the country that we are right now, it's crypto friendly. But
So-
way back in our country right now, my country, Philippines, it's
Our
not our country. Will you allowed to say that you're from Philippines?
Yes,
now?
we can, yeah.
So in the Philippines, it's not yet crypto friendly. You know, there's a lot of exchanges that is blocked until now.
Mm-hmm.
What role do you see women playing in shaping the future of blockchain and crypto?
That is such a packed question. I think erasing narratives. I don't believe in the whole women against men and we never pass the Bechdel test. I think we kind of just come in the space and do our own thing and erase the fact that, oh, like a girl in crypto, and then they have all these different fantasies and different labels onto us. So I think Web3 is a space that we can sort of change that, because it's the same in sports, it's the same in tech. Web3 is an emerging market. Let's absolutely kill it, and then that narrative just disappears on its own.
Now, if you could redesign one thing about today's Web3 ecosystem, what would it be?
So, Krista, what do you think about? Give me some ideas here.
Like to me.
No, what do you think is something that needs reshaping? You feel?
What do I feel?
Mhm.
We should be more advanced. I mean, regulations. Yeah, that's the number one thing.
Mass adoption.
Yes.
I agree. And I think, again, that aligns with Azintafy. We, at the end of the day, want this to be as simple as, tapping something. Grandmas, we're going to be grandmas in the future anyway. We're going to be using blockchain everywhere, in your fridge, and in your electricity system, everywhere. So I would like, I'll piggyback off your answer and say the same.
Yes, regulation, of course. How do you balance innovation with responsibility in a space moving this fast?
Guerrilla. So guerrilla marketing has been my thing, right? People love to ape. We like to guerrilla. Wink, wink. That's how I want to innovate it a little bit. We used guerrilla Web2 tactics that have worked. Whether it's immersive events, it's the crazy lights, it's the crazy events, it's the podcasts like this. I would even consider it to be guerrilla. I like to insert that into Web3 and make it more fun, tangible, and palatable to the masses.
What's one project in Web3 right now that excites you the most?
My clients,
Outside.
because I'm working with them.
Zero.
No, I would say industry or niche. I'd say RWA because it really is merging the Web2 with Web3. I also see a mass adoption of the older, sorry for aging you guys, but the older generations with RWAs. I think it's also much more sustainable. So it ticks a lot of the boxes, and I'm part of that as well. So I think RWAs is a pretty good direction in moving Web3 or crypto forward.
Okay, now let's talk about Azintafy.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go to the
Like that.
questions. I was about to sweat, girl. Okay.
Just wait for it. Well, not in the
Okay.
half of the
She's
questions.
prepping me.
Yeah.
Right.
Just get ready for it.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's talk about Azintafy.
Mhm.
Where did you get the word Azintafy?
Yes. So Azintafy is actually Filipino Tagalog from the actually Spanish also vernacular called asinta, which means to aim with accuracy. And then obviously you have to glam it up a little bit with the phi tag and everything. So that's why it's Azintafy. I wanted to give an ode to my roots. And also, make it pretty unique, pretty cool. And yeah, there's the birth of Azintafy there.
Can you give us an elevator pitch of Azintafy?
We would like to say we're the first and only Web3 guerrilla marketing PR consultancy and agency today. That in itself is the sentence, but we do like to power Web2 guerrilla tactics into Web3 to make Web3 fun and cool again and relatable to everybody, as I always say.
What makes it unique? What sets it apart from all the companies that also have the same field or industry?
Everyone has a marketing agency in their backyard at this point.
I know.
So when I was building this, I said, I don't want to add to the noise. I want to really create something that stands out, try. So that's why I went with the guerrilla route. Take a shot every time I say guerrilla. But it's true. You know, I hate the whole, well, we got to do Telegram groups. You got to do X. We have to do all this regular stuff. And then we are isolating the emerging market. Arguably 80 to 90% of our new market are non-crypto native. So we have to speak in a language that they understand. Otherwise, it's just like, what are you talking about? You're scary, you're a scam, et cetera, et cetera. Things that we ourselves have gone through when we were entering the market. And so that has been an issue since time immemorial, since the time it was created, and yet it persists a decade into the industry's, lifespan. So I think it's about time we break that barrier. It's about time you also make it more exciting.
Yes.
Not everything is on Telegram or in Discord, and just make it more inclusive more than anything.
Perfect. How does Azintafy fit into the bigger Web3 movement? Is it infrastructure or empowerment or disruption?
The last two, I would say, because again, we're here to empower projects that might not have the bandwidth to express themselves as creatively as they should, and also tap into a market that they thought was not their market or that they have been struggling to tap, which is again the 80 to 90% of the Web 2. So I'm hoping to really delve more into that, plus a lot of founder branding. As I've said, social proof is very important, especially here in Dubai, and a lot of the cryptopreneurs stay here. So that's also what I'm trying to reshape what founder branding looks like, trying to differentiate them and not just put them into certain labels, crypto, et cetera, and make them stand out.
And who do you think will benefit the most? Is it creators, individuals?
I think people have always been scared or weirded out or whatever by crypto. People who felt like we're not a fit for crypto, but that's only because they didn't have the right information. That's only because we didn't put it out as fun and as creative. So hopefully it benefits them more than us. It's not some selfish sort of roadmap, but more again for the people. That sounds so PR and sounds so fake, but it's true, right? At the end of the day, we want everyone to be part of this because we're building the future. It's for everybody, and that's what blockchain as a technology has always been about. So,
do you think Azintafy could become a global platform, or is it more focused on niche communities first?
okay, so, well, girl, we're trying. We want the global reach.
How long is this company running?
We're a baby. We're about a year in, but we've done so much. We've had so many partners who have partnered up with the big guys. I'm not, name drop, but really the big guys. And so we have access to pretty much everything. Anything you want to do from A to Z, we will make it happen and add our own twist to it. That's where the guerrilla comes in. We are focusing more on the Dubai market and the UAE market simply because also everyone's coming here. Arguably, we are the hub. I call it the new New York. This is where it's at. So we are focusing a little bit more on that, but I guess that's more of simply because I'm here more. I'm based here. But I would want to really see more action in Europe and hopefully in Silicon Valley. Wink, wink. So crossing fingers for that one.
Next question is, what's the long-term goal of Azintafy?
To really be established and hopefully not need to introduce it. That sounds, like very ego, but every founder wants their brand to make it that big. But I also would like to be remembered as a company that really provided value and not just, again, added to the noise, just created a company for funsies, whatever. So I'd really want to help as much people as I can and create a real impact. And those people, or those projects will speak for me.
I have some questions. This is not actually included in the.
No, actually, I've got to go, girl. Like, I think I got
just to make
right.
So let's. This is the first time I'll do this. I don't put it in my.
Wow.
But
this is an exclusive.
Yeah,
I'm
it's only
honored
for you.
and terrified at the same time. Let's try.
Okay, my first question is, let's go with the have you ever.
I just know this is gonna end up bad, girl.
First question, have you ever panic sold your crypto and regretted the next day?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Have you ever memorized your seed phrases?
Yes, I have.
All of it?
Yes.
How many wallets do you have?
Our lawyer's just outside. Could we where's my publicist? They're kidding.
Next question. Have you ever bought a meme coin just for fun
Yes, I have.
and made big money?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I could have made more, but then I was greedy.
Okay.
But yeah, I got out a little bit.
Okay. Next.
Happened in a short time frame as well, very short time frame.
Have you ever shielded a coin to friends that later crashed?
No. No. I'm not.
No.
And I do not intend to do that.
Have you ever been rug pulled?
Yes, 100%.
100%.
100%.
For sure.
That's your entry level.
'Cause
Like, welcome to crypto.
Yeah, because she's also into meme coins as well. So
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
100%.
So have you ever lost your wallet keys and wished you could cry in the blockchain?
No. Touch wood also. That doesn't happen. I know a few that's happened to them before.
Mm-hmm.
And they've gone through the ends of the earth to try and uncover things. But yeah.
Okay.
We've learned from examples on the internet and from
Yeah.
events and stuff, so that's never gonna happen. I'm just like affirming and manifesting in front of the camera, so there's proof that that doesn't happen. But no.
Next question. Have you ever dated?
Now this is the time where we gotta go. I'm kidding.
Have you ever dated a crypto bro?
So for legal reasons and for PR reasons, I have to say no.
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 No, my eyes just twitching. I'm like,
No. We actually have a lie detector test here, guys. Can you please bring it here?
I thought you had to have a lie. I thought you had them out. You're like, come inside, let's go. And come on. A line of like so many. Can you imagine? Wait, I want to ask you that question as well.
What?
Have you ever dated anybody in crypto?
No.
Lies.
No.
Check. Let's exchange Instagrams right now. Let me see your DMs.
Okay. I'll show you my DMs later.
Kidding.
Anyway, she's like trying to,
I'm trying 100%
put it back to me.
to not be the only one suffering here.
Okay, next question is, how long do you spend time trading?
When I'm really trading, the entire day almost. I've
Whole
slept
day,
at
right?
like, yes. I've been woken up by alarms of getting liquidated at like 3 a.m. No joke. Like I had like a feeling I was gonna get liquid. You know that notification because it was
Yeah.
on, and I woke up and then like, ding, I get the email and I'm like, great.
What's the most what do you call this bad experience that you had? I mean, like, were you crying or you were
I had a not really. It was more
there a
of
moment that
just-
happened like that to you?
I think it was more of just you can't really blame other people because then there's always do your own research and do
Yes.
your own thing. So I was quite early. I was quite new to the game. I thought everybody was nice. I thought if they I didn't know what shilling was and stuff, and so I thought that was a good investment, whatever. And then I got I got drained, or I got not drained. Basically got scammed, and I'm like, oh, okay. And that was my first welcoming treat.
How passionate are you in trading? Are you focused or no distraction?
I had stopped, so I'm gonna go back more fully. Now I do want to be more focused, but I also kind of want to live life. When I get to the point where it's pretty much scheduled, much of the crypto bros as well, they schedule these times and they check if there's anything, if you can trade or not. You can't always like really trade every day, really, unless you're scalping or whatever. But I don't want to. Just be like, oh, not have a life and just be glued to my phone. So I don't think that's the point of trading. The point of trading is really for freedom, I like to believe, and so that is sort of counterintuitive. So
Okay. I want to add more another segment for this podcast because I'm having fun so much. Let's do fast talk.
oh my goodness, she don't stop, y'all.
And have you ever in fast talk all together in one show?
Oh my
It
goodness,
should be separate, but since I'm having
doing
fun,
like
let's
5
do it.
segments.
Yeah,
We're taking flights after this. We're jumping off planes. We're doing the full bid.
y'all gonna do it. Inshallah.
Krista.
Okay, let's do it. At least 10 questions.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Timer?
Timer starts now. Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Bitcoin.
Bull market or bear market?
Bear market.
Bear market?
Mm-hmm.
Why bear market?
Exactly. For another episode.
Okay, another episode. See you next episode, guys. Metaverse or real world?
Metaverse.
Long-term hold or quick trade?
Both.
AI or blockchain? Which changed the world
Oh my good.
first?
Oh my goodness. Loyalty first. Blockchain.
If you could hodl just one coin forever, what would it be?
My own coin if I make one.
Meme coins, love them or hate them?
Love and hate. It's a complicated relationship.
Decentralization or regulation?
Wow. Oh no. Decentralization.
Rich in crypto or rich in real estate?
Rich everywhere, baby. Let's go.
First word that comes to mind when you hear FOMO.
Krista, man.
What's the one crypto project you wish you founded?
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. What scares you the most? Hacks, scams, or regulations?
Crypto bros. And tights. And like being stuck with them in elevators and just, yeah.
I told you guys, I have a list of, going back to the question.
Pound me.
What's your guilty pleasure in the Web3 space?
Quick trades.
Last question. One word to describe the future of crypto.
Oh my goodness. One word to describe the future of crypto. Freedom.
And one more last. What biggest extravagance you made with your profit?
Treated my mom.
Treated.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's just like, oh, liar. You bought like a couple of bags or whatever.
Yeah, let's proceed with my questions.
Okay.
These questions are just for fun. But
Okay.
thank you so much for granting me those questions. If regulators crack down harder, do you think Web3 and projects like Azintafy will survive or collapse?
I would want to be part of the Discord or the discussion in between to make it fair play for everybody. So yes, we would disrupt and be part of that story.
Okay. If you could give one piece of advice to young people who want to break into Web3, what would it be?
Dude, just do it, to be honest. A lot of people get scared of, am I going to make it? Am I going to be big enough, etc. Honestly, the first step is taking the first step. So just be crazy, just be wild. There's room for everybody. It's never too saturated or whatever. They just say that to keep you out. So honestly, just take the first step, take the leap of faith. And
they aren't late yet, right? It's too early.
We've been here, what, like 10, 20-ish, 15 years? We are very much at the start. So go right at it and we'll be right here, hopefully, to welcome you.
Okay. What's your advice to women who want to succeed in Web3?
Just do it as well. Like, honestly, don't care about what other people... You will receive a lot of backlash. You will get very bad comments that are not, like, I wish I didn't hear that. Your DMs will be filled with saying, there's content about crypto. Don't date crypto. Don't date the crypto. Yeah. She's speaking from experience. From trauma. No, but just honestly do it. Yeah, you will be put down a lot, but that's just because you're a threat, honestly, and they don't want to share the space with you. But like I said, I don't believe in boy girl against each other kind of narratives. A lot of males have been great allies of mine and have actually helped me get to where I am in the crypto space. So just you do you. I mean, and again, that narrative will disappear.
In case you have a basher somewhere out there, do you have any comments or message for them?
Right. How are you, girl? It's been a while. We should catch up. We should. I'll take you to my Lambo like next week, but like if you're free, because they're busy sometimes, they forget to give me some love. Haters are just secret lovers, to be honest.
Yeah,
Quote that, but that's true. So, yeah.
What's the legacy you hope to leave behind in this space?
In life also as well. I've always gone by living an eclectic life. So doing everything. I'm not put in one box. I'm not just a trader. I'm not just an entrepreneur. I'm not just this. I do everything and I succeed in everything because I'm crazy and I'm hardworking and I love life and I love what I do and every single part of it. So I'm an eclectic woman and I'm hopefully inspiring other people to do the same.
The people in the backstage were actually asking me
Right.
if I could ask you if
Oh no.
are you single?
Oh no. Are they actually?
Yeah.
Oh, you're lying.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
So what kind of man does I
So the
look for?
applications, there's like a 10-page essay that you need to do. There is also a deposit for the villa in Spain. Right. Sorry. No, okay. It's quite simple. I just really want someone to be I'm a romantic, so I just want someone to just fully like be in love, like cheesy in love stuff.
Yeah.
Like I want to feel like I'm 16 and like 83 at the same time. We've known each other forever.
When you always feel that butterfly kiss and
Yes, 100%. So that's all I'm maybe and like preferably a lot of Bitcoin. But that's just that's like right, like a little bit of a preference, but not like a minimum of a few Bitcoin. But like
but like
a big heart.
a big heart.
Yeah, a big Bitcoin wallet, but like a bigger heart. Okay.
And now please complete the sentence. And the future of Web3 is blank.
Is me and Krista. Period.
I always ask this during my interviews. And what do you think is the future of money?
Hopefully something that everyone can easily access.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not
Under the government. Maybe.
no, oh my god,
Sorry. Can you cut it out?
do not quote me on that. No, I hope that everyone doesn't have to worry about money.
Yeah.
And I think crypto has been one of those proponents to make that happen. So many people, who lived in terrible conditions growing up, you didn't have a house, didn't have whatever, have enjoyed life because of crypto. And so the future of money, hopefully via crypto, is that everyone gets to just live out the world, go wherever they want, spend it on whatever. And it doesn't have to be, pulled into just a couple of people. It's for everyone.
And finally, what's next for you and Azintafy in the months ahead?
So we're working on a couple of big projects. Again, a lot of founder branding. So hopefully you will see a lot more founders, especially Dubai cryptopreneurs, really racking up the space with creative content, with really their own message in relation to their brands. That's something that we're hoping to really do. So more guerrilla stuff, more fun events, more outside of the box stuff coming this year and for next year as well.
Thank you so much, Aya. Do you have any last message for our viewers or anything to promote?
Again, Azintafy, that's at Azintafy everywhere on X, LinkedIn, Instagram, azintafy.com. You can go book a call, etc. I'll be posting a bunch of stuff related to Azintafy and a few quirky things we're doing as well. So I guess follow me across all my socials. That's at Aya De Quiroz. And yeah, let's build together.
Thank you, Aya. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your story, your vision, and the exciting work you're doing with Azintafy. It's voices like yours that push the space forward, reminding us that Web3 isn't just technology, it's a movement. This has been Krista 2 Moons for the FOMO podcast. See you again on next episode. Bye.
Web3.tv